Really good defense.
And they score. Awesome. So that's 3 points for Oxford.
A lot of nice successful passes here. Woodland shoots and scores. Giving Woodland 2 with the visitor, or with Oxford 3.
All right, and out of bounds. So it's going to make it Woodland's ball. All right, it looks like we're about to make a foul shot for Woodland. And I believe that's Henry right now with the ball, so let's see if he can make it.
And
Nice.
right into the hoop.
All right, so that's 1 point for
I believe he
Woodland.
gets one more shot, yes.
Exactly. I think that's called a 1-and-1. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nice and concentrated, goes right in.
All right, so now Woodland is in the lead with 4 and Oxford with 3. Oxford attempts for a long shot but doesn't make it, so it's Woodland's ball now.
Master Petro shoots and scores.
Nice.
Giving Woodland 6 points. Oxford at 3.
Again, we're seeing a lot of good defense for Woodland today. They've been doing a good job of keeping that ball far away from the hoop. So let's see if they can make this basket.
Oh, and a turnover to Oxford.
And no good. All right, Woodland's ball. Making some good passes.
Oh, and just missed it. Henry kept hold of the ball.
All right, it looks like Oxford has the ball now.
Ross.
Okay. And they get a basket. Okay. Lots of good passing for Woodland today.
Oh, and Master Petro goes in for the shoot. Misses. Nice rebound for Oxford. Oxford shoots and scores. Bumping them up to 8 points. All right, we see Coach Anderson advising his players to be a little more patient. And it looks like they're doing, it looks like a break that they're doing right now. So They usually take a mass break every 4 minutes. It looks like they're just recapping with their team right now.
that's exactly right. This season, it's been hard with COVID, trying to keep everyone safe. So the players have been wearing masks. And I can't imagine having to run up and down the court with a mask
Sweating
on.
like that, exactly.
All right,
I think
both-
Oxford is bringing their A game, though. And
that's
Woodland-
exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, early in the morning, both teams are really going at it and not wasting any time.
I mean, I think Anderson is right, though. They got to be a little more patient. They're running straight for the ball and then, you know, dropping it or fumbling. But I think Woodland can pull it together.
I agree. All right, we're back on the court. With 5 minutes left in the first quarter, we have Woodland with 6 points and Oxford with 8. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Gasperi makes the pass to Stepudis and it goes in, giving Woodland 8 points, tying them with Oxford.
We see a nice steal from Stepudis, and they're making their way to the basket, and they score, putting Woodland in the lead with 10 points. A nice bounce pass, and another score for Oxford. Again, tying the two teams with 10 points each.
They are always keeping the score so close. You know, none of them has really gotten in the lead.
I agree.
One scores a point and then the other.
I'm excited to see how this game plays out and if the end score is as close as it is now.
Yes.
Again, Anderson doing a lot of coaching from the sidelines, which is great, giving his players a lot of inspirational words. And I believe, yes, Oxford has the ball. Almost loses it, but makes a good pass.
Bross is now currently dribbling the ball. Master Petro has really good defense.
Long pass.
Zareski's trying to shoot, but the ball knocks right out of his hands.
Right. Again, like you said previously, Master Petro has been doing a lot of great defense today, so he just blocked that basket.
And it looks like It looks like Rivera has just stepped in.
All right, Oxford has the ball.
Clifford runs in. Makes a pass to Paps. Paps is going in. See Zareski make another shot. Great rebound by Stepudis.
All right, lots of good passing for Woodland today. And just misses that basket.
And Darren shoots.
Nice.
Another score for Woodland.
They did a lot of rebounds in that last play, and that's what got them those extra 2 points, putting them in the lead.
We see Bross on the ball, not losing control. Makes a great pass to Clifford. Oxford's trying to get open. They shoot and they score again. Great score by Paps. We are now tied again, 12-12, with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining.
And Stepudis just misses the basket, making a turnover to Oxford. All right. Where is he? Okay. Paps has the ball. No, looks like we're going for a break.
It looks to me like they're going for a mask break. Everyone's spreading out, pulling down their masks, which is important. These athletes are exerting a lot of energy out there.
That's right. And if you can see in the camera, their seats are spaced out, which is really great. The school's been doing an awesome job of keeping the players, the coaches, the viewers, everyone safe by keeping their masks on, and even when they don't have them on, being spread out.
I mean, both of the coaches, you see Piero and Anderson, you know, they're both on their players. We've seen a lot of great things from Anderson yelling out in the court, and we see now Pereiro talking to his teammates, making sure that they're getting out there, getting the ball, especially with such a close score.
That's right.
I mean, we don't know how this game is going to end up. They've been neck and neck the whole game.
Okay, so that's Paps, and passing to Oxford, driving the ball to the basket, and just misses.
All right, looks like we got a foul shot for Paps.
And it goes right in, giving Oxford another point.
Looks like we got a few substitutes coming on the court as well.
We now have Silva.
And they get another point. All right, Woodlands ball. Master Peter has the ball, looking for someone to pass to.
Oh, and it goes right to Silva's hands. Silva shoots, and he scores. Oxford is pulling the lead with 4 points over Woodland with 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. We see Anderson again talking to Master Picho, telling him, keep the ball tight. Keeping eye contact on the ball.
Speedus had the ball, was struggling to keep it in its hold. All right, Woodlands ball.
Rivera takes hold of the ball, looking for someone to pass to. Lawrence is moving the ball back to Stapudis and into Oxford's hands.
Yes, Oxford's defense has been really strong these last few minutes, and they've been taking the ball.
Clifford running toward, and
a great bounce pass, but they missed the basket.
You know, I think one of the Oxford's really strong points is their defense. You know, our defense might have to step it up a little bit if we want to win this game.
I completely agree. All right, with exactly 1 minute left in the game, we have Woodland with 12 points and Oxford with 16. All right, Woodland makes the rebound.
Master Picho shoots, and he scores.
Wow, that was a long shot. So that was a three-pointer. So now Woodland is closer than ever with 15 and Oxford at 16.
With 30 seconds remaining, Oxford is trying to keep hold of the ball. Clifford doesn't know where to pass. He's looking. He goes in. And they make another score.
I'm interested to see what Woodland will try to do in these last few seconds.
With 1 second, that was a great first quarter with Oxford leading 18-15.
I think we're seeing a lot of strengths in both teams. Definitely Oxford's defense is really good today. So hopefully Woodland can, take this time to talk and decide what they need to do in these upcoming quarters to get back in the lead.
Yeah, I agree completely. I think Woodland has had a lot of successful passes and they've been communicating, but they have dropped the ball a couple times or not kept their eye on it, so. But I think fixing those couple things, the scores are still going to be very close throughout the whole game.
I agree with you on that. Looks like both coaches are doing a bit of a pep talk for their team. I'd love to know what they're saying. But hopefully whatever it is that they are saying, the team really takes into account and applies in this next quarter.
You see both coaches on the ground going over the plays. They look really determined. I think they know the skill level between the two teams are so close.
Right.
Like at this point, anything can happen.
All right, so we see some players making their way back onto the court.
Woodland goes in for their little cheer.
All right, looks like we got a few new people on the court for both teams. So I'm interested to see how that will change the dynamic.
Master Petro shoots again, almost caught the rebound by Gasperi, but in Oxford's hands. You know, we see a lot of hesitation with Clifford when he's going to make a pass. He looks around a little bit, which I think is good. He wants to see who's going to be the best to open.
That's right. Yeah, honestly, it sounds like what Coach Anderson was saying to Woodland. You know, be patient. So I wonder if that's helping or hurting him.
I mean, with the score being 20-15, I think it is helping Oxford.
That's right. And with Woodland just making that basket, the score is actually now 17-20, with Oxford still in the lead.
Clifford makes a pass again. Oh, just missing the basket. We've seen a lot of shots made from Bross.
That's right. He seems to be someone that his teammates know that they can pass to.
Also made a lot of successful passes as well. So now he's passing. Clifford with the ball again. Looking around. So you really see that patience, seeing who he's going to pass to.
Right. And again, Woodland's defense is really strong.
Master Petro and Henry right up on the ball.
We see
Clifford with the
Oxford
ball
getting
again.
open for their teammates so that they can pass. But they seem to have a bit of a trouble.
And another score from Oxford, giving them 22 points with 6 minutes remaining. Zareski now has a free shot. So we'll see if this patience, you know, is still applying when they're free shotting as well. And look, it went right in.
All right, so Woodland's ball. We see.
And it goes right in. Bumping Woodland up to 19 points.
All right, Clifford with the ball, making a handoff to
Ross.
And again, all right, so it looks like there was a foul.
We now see Bross with the ball, passing it to Clifford again. Clifford has made more passes than anyone I've seen so far in this game. Borkevich has the ball and makes a pass to Gasperi. Oh.
They're making some great passes, but the ball got out of bounds, handing it over to Oxford.
Bross making his way down the court. Rivera with some awesome defense, but goes right around him, making another shot, giving Oxford 25 points.
All right, making some good passes. Just
misses. Shoots again. Just misses. But Woodland has kept their rebounds. Gasperi shoots and scores. Oxford with a 4-point lead, running down the court.
goes to the long shot, but just misses, handing the ball over to Woodland.
Oh, Rivera just lets go of the ball. Bross making another shot and just missing. Bross is in control of the ball. Another shot and scores. Oxford is now in a 7-point lead with 28-21 with 4 minutes remaining.
All right, so it looked like an interception by Oxford, so they now have the ball.
I've noticed a lot of hard work. Like I can't even hear the squeaks of their sneakers. They're running up and down the court. That's all I'm focused on.
I know both these teams are really bringing their A game today.
They really, and you could see it. You could see it in their eyes. Both teams, they want to win. They want it.
I know. In that in those last few minutes, we saw a lot of attempted, baskets and quite a lot of rebounds. But both teams ended up getting a good amount of points. So when we resume this quarter, we'll have just about 4 minutes left. And at the moment, Oxford is in the lead with 28 points, and Woodland has 21.
I think one of the most important things about basketball is teamwork, knowing who to pass it to, who's open, and I think both teams have done a really great job passing to their whole team.
That's right. I love to see people getting open for their teammates and therefore being able to pass to each other and make baskets such as this one.
Great shot by Rivera. Bross running down, almost dropping it, but manages to save the ball. And we see more great defense. Clifford with the ball, again, making a pass. Paps goes in for the shot, but it just misses. Oh! But they were very good teammates and helped each other up. We love to see that.
Love to see it. All right, Oxford's ball. Already going in for that shot.
Long shot. Oh, he took his time passing. And just missed that long shot. Oxford catching the rebound.
All right, Oxford looking for people that are open, making some good passes, trying to get closer to the basket.
Paps is trying to make it in. Oh, and there we go, another shot by Paps. Stepudis. Oh, and the ball went straight behind him.
All right, with 2 minutes left in this quarter, we have Oxford already in the 30s with 32 points and Woodland with 23.
Couple of great passes there.
All right, Gasperi makes a pass. And back to Gasperi.
We can see he's trying to find an open teammate, but Oxford's defense is very strong.
Right.
Oh, and the ball goes straight behind Ferrante. Very good defense by Gasperi. We're seeing Woodland's defense improve as time goes on.
Yes. They seem to be now knowing the way that the opposing team kind of works, so they're having an easier time doing defense on them.
I think that's important, learning the team you're playing against.
Right. Early in the season, it's kind of difficult to know, but as these games go on, we'll see them get more comfortable. All right, ball's out of bounds. All right, it looks like we're going in for some subs right now.
We see Woodland, they're trying to pull it together. They're getting a little frustrated. You know, we still need to see a little bit of that patience, but they're definitely pulling together. They're still working together as a great team. Master Petro makes a pass to Rivera. Oh, a lot of great passes there.
All right, we saw Gasperi kind of signaling to his teammate that he was open, and they made the pass, but just missing the basket.
Paps with the rebound again, running down the court. Zareski can't figure out an open person to pass to. Rosso gets open. Ferrante shoots a long shot and scores.
So that's going to be worth 3 points for them. All right, 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Master Petro with the ball, shoots and just misses it. Can't catch the rebound, it went out of bounds. With only 23 seconds to go, Oxford with 37, Woodland at 23.
You know, I think both teams are doing a really great job, but it does seem at the moment that Oxford is going to end this quarter
in the lead.
In the lead by a long shot.
We see Paps waiting again, you know. And I think this patience thing is really good.
Yes.
Except for times like this when there's 3 seconds left.
That's right. When the seconds start, you know, I'd say getting around the, 10 and counting down, that's when you got to make some impulsive shots.
Yeah. Agree completely. You know, when you have 8 minutes left of the game, you have a lot of things to think about taking that long shot.
Exactly.
But when you have 2 seconds left, the other team, you see, Woodland got the ball.
So let's see if they go for it. And they do, but it doesn't make it in. All right, that was a great second quarter for both teams. However, Oxford is in the lead.
I've seen a lot of great shots from Oxford, and they have been making a lot of their long shots, which I notice have been giving them a lot of points. Woodland, they've been going for them, but they haven't taken as many risks.
I completely agree, and I have to wonder if that's something that they're practicing, you know, off the court, when they're home, or if that's just pure luck.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed Woodland, they run and they get up closer to the hoop,
Yes.
And Woodland has made a lot more passes, I've noticed too, though, when Oxford was running down. It's more one person running up and down the court, I've noticed.
And also, with Woodland getting closer to the basket, those are the shots that are more likely to make it in. So there's always an argument as to whether you should be going for the long shots that, are worth more points, or if you should be trying to drive to the basket and get those baskets that are more likely to happen.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, I wonder too, does Woodland have a better side of the court? Because now we're switching sides, so Woodland will be on the opposite side. Oxford will be shooting from the right. Oxford's side will be on the right, so I don't know. We'll see if switching the courts will help Woodland at all.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'd love to hear from the players how they feel about that, and if there is a side that they prefer, and also how they feel about how Woodland feels about being home today, and how Oxford feels about being away.
Yeah. Another thing you notice is one of the members at Woodland, he's walking up, cleaning the court. He's probably getting up all the sweat or dirt from people's shoes, which is also really important. We're keeping our gym clean.
Right. Again, with keeping everyone safe, we're sanitizing, we're wearing our masks, we're staying social distance, and we do have a few parents here today that are able to watch. But even still, we have our bleachers marked off so that everyone is socially distanced and staying safe.
Well, and for all the people at home watching HHLsports.net, whole bunch of people watching their sons, daughters, grandchildren, whatever. So
That's right. We do all sports here at Hawk Headlines. I know that there's a swim meet coming up soon for the boys. We do both girls and boys basketball. We're planning on doing some interviews with our basketball players to get to know a little bit more about them.
Which will be really great, especially after the broadcast, you know, if you want to learn a little bit about each player, because you're saying their last names, you're saying what they did, but you don't know their background, you don't know their story. So I think interviews are going to be a really great thing. Or if you missed the game too, you can always go back and watch them, and if there were interviews, you could watch your son or daughter from it.
Right. If you ever need to find us, we're Hawk Headlines for pretty much all of our social media, I believe.
All social medias, Twitter, Hawk_Headlines. Instagram, Facebook, Hawk Headlines.
That's right. So it looks like both teams are just using this time to kind of practice a little bit, working on passes, mainly shooting though.
Even now you see the Woodland, they're practicing from farther shots.
Right.
And you see actually Oxford practicing closer shots, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Because during the game, it was the complete opposite way around.
But it's great that both the teams are kind of working on what may be their weaknesses, you know?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I think that they recognize it too.
Right.
Each team knows their strong suit, knows their point, so.
And that's really important in a game, is to be self-aware and to know, to obviously acknowledge what you're doing right, but to also know what you need to work on.
I think another thing important to note is Oxford, you know, they're still all in a huddle. They're still all going over plays and going over what they're going to do. So while some are practicing, the others are still really concentrated. You know, we see the coach leaning over, going over the plays, talking to individual people. You know, perfecting little imperfections.
And at the moment, I don't see Coach Anderson in here right now. So there is a chance that some of the Woodland team is either in the hallway or they are just taking a break and using this time to practice.
I mean, how do you feel about the game? How do you think things are going to go down? Do you think Woodland has a shot?
I do believe that Woodland can pull through and, you know, get some more points to at least be tied with their opponent, as we saw in the first quarter, honestly. And I was expecting that to carry over to the rest of the game. But as we see now, you know, Oxford has a pretty decent lead. So, I don't know. What about you, Leanna? How do you feel about this game so far? And what do you think will happen?
I thought at the beginning, you know, I could see both of the teams. They kind of had their same, like, look in their eye.
Right.
But now, as the game went on, you see, like, Woodland getting a little frustrated.
Yeah.
And I think that when they were shooting, they were frustrated and the ball would just kind of go out. So I think what Anderson said about patience and knowing who to pass it to will really come in. But I think at the same time, Oxford, you know, not to say that they need to have less patience, but they need to pass quicker.
That's exactly right. We were talking previously about how, you know, when there's only a few seconds left of the game, depending on the team, sometimes they'll either, you know, try to do the passes and get close to the basket, or they will take the long shot and see if it makes it. How do you feel about that? What do you think is the best option?
Honestly, it depends on the situation. I think when you have 3 seconds left, you just wanna shoot it. You wanna see, because if you don't take the shot, you never know what could have happened.
Exactly, and you know, we have seen in the past that working out for people.
Yeah.
And them actually getting that shot, and you know, that itself is worth 3 points. So I'm very intrigued to see if that will happen in these next 2 quarters. All right, so we just have about 2.5 minutes left of our halftime until the players get back out there and start playing again. It looks like more of the Woodland team has come out, and also the Oxford team is no longer in a huddle, possibly talking strategy. They're now on the court practicing. I know that there is a varsity game after this, right?
Yes, there is. Oxford against Woodland again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I know a couple people from the teams. Oh, and the 2 balls got stuck. I know a couple people are actually both on varsity and junior varsity. So we'll see Gasperi in varsity, we'll see Master Petro in varsity, and for Oxford, we'll see Bross also in varsity. So we'll see some of the same occurring players
Wow.
play in varsity.
You know, it's really interesting. It must be a lot for these players to have so many games in one day, and I wonder how that is for them.
I wonder if they could still keep their A game up for the second game.
Right. All right, and going into this next quarter, I think you know, you and I, we were talking about how Oxford's defense is really really good today.
It has been.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, Woodland was subbing at their defense as well. But I feel like, you know, what do you believe is more important, defense or offense?
Well, this game, I want to say defense, because they're both going back and forth making shots, and their skill level is so close.
Right.
I mean, usually I would say offense, but their offense, both teams have been doing great.
Yeah.
It's their defense that have really been coming into play.
That's exactly right. And when we see strong defense, you know, we see the players having a bit of a hard time passing, which is good for the other team, you know, because that gives them more opportunities to either take the ball or honestly just run the clock. All right, so we have 20 seconds left until we start this next quarter. We see both teams kind of just taking this time to...
Going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
Either
ready.
just talk, get ready, get a drink. All right, and it looks like we're starting.
Looks like everyone's coming back onto the court, getting ready. I guess the big question is, can Woodland at least catch up now at this point?
Right. All right, so Woodland's ball already making some strong passes. And they go for the long shot like we were discussing.
Just misses. Rolled right off the hoop. Master Petro makes another shot and scores, but again, we see that's a little bit of a closer shot.
Right, so that was going to be worth 2 points for Woodland. All right, and they go for the basket but do not make it. Turn over to Woodland. And Gasperi makes it really close to that basket, yeah. And as we mentioned previously, the teams have now switched their court sides. So we see Oxford on the left side of the court now.
We see Paps going in to make the shot, makes another pass. So we see Woodland's defense getting stronger.
I completely agree. They did, however, leave 44 open, allowing him to be passed to. I believe that is Glass.
And another shot for Oxford. A great shot by Zareski.
All right, Gasperi with the ball, making some good passes, and right up to the basket, making that, getting those points.
A great shot by Henry. We see Glass with the ball again, passing to Bowen. Bowen going for the shot and making it.
Wow, already 2 minutes in, and we've seen a lot of good passing, a lot of good defense, and a lot of points. Exactly, yeah.
Gasperi goes in for the long shot and just misses.
All right, and Oxford's going to get that rebound this time. Long pass.
We see Paps going in, making a pass instead of shooting.
All right, Master Petro really good on defense right now.
Ross doesn't even know where to send the ball. Zareski goes in for the shot.
Well, it's going to be a steal from Woodland. All right, Master Petro has the ball.
Oh, and goes in.
Just misses. Again, we see the team, you know, even though they are opponents, they're, you know, staying friendly to each other on the court and helping each other up, which is always good to see. All right, Master Petro with the shot.
And it goes right in.
All right, so that's 1 point for Woodland. And it looks like he's going to be getting another shot. Let's see who gets the rebound.
Step in as well, along with Fernandez.
And he makes it.
And Mastropetro makes another shot. With 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining, Woodland at 29 and Oxford with 41 points. Paps goes in for the shot. Strong defense by Borkevicius. Paps goes in right through everyone, making a shot. Bumping Oxford now up to 43 points.
All right. And it looks like that was a foul. So now it's going to be Oxford's ball.
We see Bross and Paps go back and forth, passing the ball. Mastropetro on Paps, defending. So even right now, I mean, Woodland, they need stronger defense.
I completely agree. I think what is happening is that when whoever has the ball, a lot of our Woodland players are, kind of crowding around them, leaving other players open.
Yep. And I think that they know this.
Right.
You see, they're going to the left side over there.
Exactly.
And they're just like waiting for the ball to be crowded, and then one person, and they can make those long shots, so they can do that.
Exactly. All right, Woodland goes for that basket but does not make it, and so it's going to be Oxford's ball now.
Bross with the ball again, running down the court.
And he goes for a bit of a further shot. Yeah. And that's a 2-point for Oxford.
Bross giving us a lot of points in this game.
All right, Mastropetro goes for and he makes it.
Giving us another 2 points.
All
Bross
right.
passes straight to Paps. Oh, and 3, letting the ball go, but Oxford saving it.
It's much easier said than done, but for defense, it's really important to, try to have one player per person, guarding them.
But at the same time, their offense is so strong that they might need more than one person.
Exactly. All right, and so Woodland gets that rebound.
Mastropetro doesn't know where to pass or to shoot.
We get a quick pass.
A lot of successful passes there. Oh, and just misses. Goes in for another shot and makes it.
All right, so with about 3 minutes left, we have Woodland with 34 points and Oxford with 45 in the lead.
You can see the players are taking a quick break. I believe that they are taking a mass break. They're all spreading out, drinking some water.
Right. It's so important, to keep these players
hydrated.
Exactly. Especially with the masks on, it's very difficult. All right, it looks like both teams are just taking this time to cool down. Seeing the coaches briefly talk strategy with them.
I mean, we see the refs, they're being very fair. They're not calling too much, not calling too little.
Right.
So I think the refs have been doing a really great job so far throughout the game.
I completely agree. And even for the refs as well, they are wearing masks, and they have to move up and down the court themselves.
And the coaches, too, yelling back and forth.
Right.
So, I mean, it's difficult for everyone, definitely, but I think that they're definitely making the most out of the situation.
I know. I think that they're all just glad to be even having a season right now.
Yeah.
And so if they do have to wear masks and take all these precautions, it seems like it's worth it to them, which is really respectable. All right, so we're still in the third quarter, and like I said previously, we have about 3 minutes left. So I'm excited to see what these players do in those last 3 minutes.
Yeah. It's gonna be definitely intense. I think that Woodland wants it. They just need to step it up a little bit. But I definitely think that skill level wise they're very similar.
Yes, I agree. You know, we see Woodland with their cheer. I'm not sure if Oxford has one themselves.
They did a little, fist bump there. I am seeing a lot of the same players put together, though.
Right.
Like certain two are always out put together.
Right. I wonder if that's a strategy. Maybe they work well together.
Yeah. I mean, I'm noticing Oxford use that to their advantage.
Yes, definitely.
Clifford with the ball again goes in to make the shot and just misses. Stapoutis with it.
Making a rebound and taking Woodland's ball to the side of the court and getting that basket. That's going to be 2 points for Woodland. All right, so Oxford with that ball, making some good passes. We see everyone in here is really excited to see this all going down.
The crowd's going wild. The teammates are going wild.
Lots of excitement in here. We love to see it.
I mean, you see Woodland. Everyone stood up, started cheering for the team. I think that's amazing.
You know, I'd love to see teammates cheering for each other even when they're not playing.
Of course. A lot of successful passes there. Lawrence goes and makes the shot.
All right.
See, now that is how Woodland steps it up. That's how they pull it together.
Yes.
I think that Anderson's last talk, it must have influenced them somehow because
right.
They just stepped up their game 1,000%.
Completely. And Anderson seems really proud of them right now.
He does. He still wants them to win. He's still on them,
Yes. You know, even with Woodland with 39 and Oxford with a 6-point lead at 45. You know, both teams are really still keeping their spirit up. I think we saw Woodland a little frustrated and discouraged just for a moment earlier, but they seem to have raised their spirits now.
And we see Mrs. Manning coming in to watch the game. She loves cheering for boys basketball. She's always here for all the games. Can't see her right now, but
yes,
you'll hear her cheering.
Yes, I love to see, teacher and staff involvement for their students. There she is. All right. Looks like our breaks are ending, and our players are going to start coming back onto the court.
We want to see Woodland do exactly what they just did. If
right.
they want to win, they have to do that again.
Exactly.
I mean, Oxford didn't even know what to do. It was just everything was so quick.
Exactly. I guess that kind of contradicts the whole patience thing, but if you can do it the right way, being quick is always good. All right, Oxford's ball. Good defense by Stapoutis.
Paps does not know where to pass or whether to shoot. Bowen, same thing. Woodland's defense is really strong right now. You see one person on each person.
Yes, which is exactly what we were talking about previously. And I think that's 2 points for Oxford. All right, Gasperi passing.
Borkiewicz is with the ball. See, now you see they're taking their time, but they're also knowing where they're passing.
Exactly.
So I guess that's where patience goes in. If you know something, you know it. It's instinct.
Right.
Clifford going in and just missing the shot. Gasperi with a great rebound. Lawrence goes in. Oh, and another score by Lawrence.
All right, 1 minute left in this quarter.
They have gotten their score up so much. It is now Woodland 41 with Oxford 47.
Right. It's really great to see, the teams
really this intense.
Exactly.
Gasperi goes in, just misses the shot, and Lawrence saves it, getting another shot.
I feel like in here we have a completely different energy than we did a few minutes ago.
Totally different energy. It's a really good energy.
Yes.
And you see they're running so much quicker.
Right.
Like they're going fast.
All right, so it looks like Gasperi has a shot right now.
Oh, and it just misses. We see Rivera now subbing in.
It seems to me like he's going to be getting another shot. So let's see if he can make this one. And he does.
Just goes in. We see Master Petro also get subbed in.
Right. He's been playing a really strong game so far.
Especially defense. That's definitely his strong suit. Clifford with the ball again, making a long shot. Just missing. Master Petro with the rebound. And we see a little jump kick there by Bross. He got a little excited. A lot of strong passes by Woodland.
Yes.
See, now there you saw Andrew patience. You know, he was waiting.
Right.
Waiting for Bross to let up, and once he did, he got right in there.
And also seeing all their teammates really knowing each other and getting open. Seems like the ball's out of bounds.
With only 7 seconds to go, Oxford still at 47, Woodland 42.
Right, and this is exactly what we've been talking about all game. What are they going to do in these last few seconds?
Oh, and Andrew with the shot going in.
Just misses.
Just misses.
All right, that was a great third quarter. I'm glad to see Woodland climbing their way back up. They're both in the 40s
up
now.
But see, that's what we saw at the beginning, running back and forth across the court. You know, the ball being switched. You know, so I think they got their energy back. Second quarter, they might have been a little discouraged. I don't know, but right now they're doing awesome.
Exactly, and I think that, you know, that break in between at halftime is really, really good for the players, especially this season. With them having to wear their masks, honestly, they need that time to just breathe and get some water.
And even so, like, they were going out and Woodland was shooting from afar.
Right.
They were shooting from close, you know, and I think it benefited both of them. You know, because even with Oxford, we saw them make a couple of closer shots, which they weren't doing in the beginning. A lot of the shots were long.
Exactly, and it seemed like the long shots, you know, ended up working out for Woodland. Also, I'd love to just talk about these players' shoes really quick. They are so cool. I see a bunch of different colors. We got red, pink, green.
I'm noticing Oxford has green, red, you know.
Yeah. I'm also interested to see, you know, if there's a certain brand that they prefer.
I'm seeing a lot of Nikes.
Yeah.
A lot of Nikes. Especially from Oxford. Let's see. I don't really think Woodland's any different. You know, I'm seeing even the Nike socks.
Right.
So
I'd love to see how that, you know, if they believe that that's something that affects their performance.
If it's influential or just trendy.
Yeah. All right, our players are coming back on the court. It seems to be a pretty similar setup as last time with player-wise. All right.
Master Petro, high defense against Bross.
Again, Oxford making some good passes. They're still having a bit of a hard time, you know, getting closer to the basket.
You know, we're seeing a little more like patience again too, though. We're seeing a little more, taking a little more time.
All right, and a fall on Oxford, but he seems to get up really quickly.
And Stapoutis making a shot. Giving Woodland 44, only 3 points behind Oxford.
You know, this is the quarter that honestly, you know, counts the most when you're coming this close. You really have to set yourself apart and get those points so that you are ahead of your opponent. And with that being said, Oxford just got 2 more points. They are now at 49.
Giving them a 5-point lead.
All right, Woodland's ball. Again, with those passes, they're doing a really good job today with that.
We see we see Gasperi waiting. And another shot. We see again, though, that 2-pointer. You know, we want to get a 3-pointer. We want to get some 3-pointers.
3-pointer would definitely be ideal, but, you know, I think in the mind of these players, getting the higher accuracy shots is probably a goal at this point.
See, so again, we're seeing Anderson talk to specific people, you know, perfecting the little tiny things that are going wrong.
You know, it must be hard for these players to play and listen at the same time. All right, and
Oxford going with another shot again, increasing their points. You know, so it seems like once Woodland catches up, they score one more time. You know, giving them 51 to us 46. So we're still 5 behind.
Yeah. And even now, Oxford is getting some free throws.
Clifford shoots, and it goes right in, giving Oxford another point.
All right, Woodland with the ball. We have Gasperi just dribbling, looking for someone to pass to. He finds Master Petro open.
See, so we saw a lot of defense that wasn't as strong by Oxford there.
Right.
There was 3 people that were not being covered.
Exactly.
Really strong defense again.
And Saputis steals the ball.
And shoots and scores.
That was an amazing play by Saputis. He completely caught the other team by surprise and was able to make that basket.
Score
Yeah.
in this past couple minutes.
So we see that the coaches,
52.
you know, the coaches really know what they're doing, putting these players out here.
Oh, and just missing. I mean, I think the players starting to get a little tired now. You know, it's almost the end of the game. They know they got to stay strong.
That's completely understandable, you know, but with these 5 minutes left, they really just have to pull through and keep their energy up if they want to win. All right,
and a perfect shot right there.
Yes. All right, and it looks like he's going to have the opportunity to make another one.
Is he going to get Woodland another point? And he does.
Nice. All right, so that puts them at 50, just 2 points behind Oxford at 52. With exactly 5.5 minutes left in this last quarter.
5.5 minutes is enough time for either team to get a lot of points.
Yes.
We saw how many points each team made within the first couple seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You know, these 5 minutes could completely change the game.
Oxford did make another score, but it was right after the refs had, you know, blown the whistle, so it did not count for points. They shoot again, a long shot, scoring.
All right, well then with the ball. Okay, making
a lot of great passes, but can't get close enough to the hoop to shoot. Lawrence shoots a long shot.
And that was a 3-pointer for them.
That was a great 3-pointer.
And we see everyone in here really excited to see these players doing their best and to hopefully see some more points being scored.
I mean, we see these players getting nervous, though. Look at how frantic they are, you know, shaking their arms around. The score is so close. Staputis running down. Oh!
And the ball gets stuck in the basket.
With 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go, they are able to get the ball down from the hoop. Woodland only 2 points behind. Gasperi passes right to Lawrence, who was open, makes another long shot but misses.
It looks like Oxford's getting that rebound.
We see Paps again going to shot, but Staputis steps it up, blocks the shot.
Yes, really doing a nice job with their defense today.
I just think both teams have been doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and it looked like that was a foul, actually. So Oxford will be getting a foul shot.
Paps goes for the shot and makes it, giving them another point. 3-point lead currently now.
I know, it's been a close game, honestly. I think it was either the second or the third quarter where they were, you know, they had quite a difference in score, but now they've climbed right back up to each other.
You see Paps looking for another place to pass again.
And he goes for that basket and
shoots.
makes it. And that was worth 2 points for Oxford. All right, Gasperi passing. And we're hearing someone on the sideline telling someone to take out the middle. So we'll see if they apply that piece of advice. All right, Oxford has the ball.
See, Zareski got the rebound.
Again, that defense by Mastropietro. And no basket.
See Mastropietro trying to find someone open. Pass it to Lawrence. Gasperi shoots. And it goes right in, giving Woodland another
I believe that was 3 points.
Yeah.
And you know,
They're in a 2-point lead again. You know, I feel like it keeps coming back to the 2-point leads.
exactly. The teams are really neck and neck today. Both honestly very skilled. And they're both pretty strong in both their offense and defense. But Oxford is in the lead. And also in that last quarter, we saw the team kind of, you know, making hand signals to each other.
Yes, absolutely.
And I wonder if that's something that they have discussed.
And the lights just went off. Well, we're going to see. There we go. And they're back on. Another thing I'm noticing that's really important, too, is how they're passing. You know, we've seen Woodland, they're making 4 or 5 passes to each other without dropping the ball.
Yeah.
Whereas Oxford, I feel like, is making 1 or 2 passes and then shooting.
Exactly, and I think that also has a lot to do with Woodland's defense today, because I've seen a lot of pivoting, you know, so that means that they're having a hard time finding someone that's open to pass to. So at that point, it's either lose the ball or try to take a shot.
I mean, I think the longer the game went on, the more that Woodland did start working together.
Yes, exactly.
Which was really great. I mean, we see even now, every time Oxford made a shot, you know, Woodland comes right back and makes another shot.
Yeah.
So I think we just need Woodland to make 1 extra shot, and they have it. But there's less than 3 minutes left of the game, 2 minutes 56 seconds, you know, so.
That's exactly right. And if the two teams end up tying by the time that the timer runs out, I believe that means that they go into overtime. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, do you think that's a possibility today? Do you think that that's something that's going to happen?
I think it's definitely a possibility if Woodland makes another shot, if they're able to.
I agree.
If they're not able to make that second shot, then Oxford might end up winning with like a 2-3 point lead.
I think that no matter who wins today, it's going to be a really close call. All right, Oxford has the ball.
So we see Bross running down the court again.
You know, wasting no time.
Oh, and he goes, passes it right to Ferrante, passes it back to Bross.
You know, they're kind of staying on the perimeter, which is not always a good thing. They want to try to get as close to the basket as possible.
At the same time, they don't want to stall, too. There's only 2 minutes and 28 seconds left.
You know, Woodland steals that ball.
And just knocks the ball out of his hands. That was a great turnover by Woodland, though.
I completely agree.
So we see Anderson again talking about the importance of not stalling. So he said 2 things today. He said patience but not stalling. So I think that, you know, you have to know the difference.
Right. And so, you know, that was a foul by Paps on Mastropietro, so that's why he is getting these foul shots right now. And it looks like he just made that last one, right?
Yeah.
So
if he makes this one, it's going to tie them.
Exactly.
And now they are tied.
All right, so with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of the game, our teams are tied with both of them at 58 points.
See, so now we see Oxford moving around a little more frantically, a little less patient than they were
Yeah.
a couple seconds ago.
You know, that's understandable now with so much time. You know, there's
And
not.
we see Lawrence run. Oh, and the ball is in Oxford's hands.
All right. You know, these last 2 minutes are really where it counts the most, especially when they're tied. You know, we want to see them get those points so that they can. One team gets in the lead.
We're seeing Pep not know where to give the ball. He sees Zareski pass it back. Lawrence steals the ball again. A lot of great rebounds from Lawrence today.
Yes. All right, and Gasperi passing.
Back to Master Petro. They seem to have a lot of good passings together.
All right, and that's going to put Woodland in the
pulling
lead.
60 to 58 with 1 minute and 19 seconds to go.
Exactly, and if you look at the coaches, they're both very excited, trying to
whole
give their
crowd
team. Yeah, exactly.
Going crazy.
This whole room is filled with energy.
The energy
Yes.
is amazing.
Yes.
1 minute and 9 seconds to go.
I know. I love to see everyone here get so excited.
We see the teammates all giving each other high fives. They're talking. They're excited. Their energy. You know, we see a difference now though, because this is the first time that Woodland has been in the lead. So
Exactly.
I don't know how that's going to affect Oxford's performance. I don't know how that's going to affect Woodland's performance.
Right.
You know, we want to see.
You know, because they are in the lead, but not by that much. So it's important not to get too confident and to really, you know, still focus on the fact that they need to get more points to keep that status of being in the lead.
Yeah, because we know when Oxford comes out there, they're going to bring their A game. They're going to give it all they have to make up for those 2 extra points. But then we don't know what kind of shots they're going to make. So are they going to stop making risky shots? Because those have been where Oxford has been scoring a lot of their points.
Right.
So are they going to go closer and be safe, or are they still going to make those long shots?
Exactly. That's a good point. I'd love to see how that works out for them. All right, and they're coming back on the court. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this last quarter. And again, like we were saying, Woodland is in the lead by 2 points at 60 and Oxford at 58. All right.
We still see that great energy from Woodland.
Yes.
You know, we see Oxford a little nervous, but they're ready. You can see both teams are ready.
Exactly. All right, and Woodland's going to start with the ball this time.
Master Petro passing right to Gasperi.
Sputus has the ball.
Oh.
Again, making those great passes. You know, at this point, they could really just run the clock and win that way, you know?
I mean, I don't think it would be a good way to win. I think
I completely agree.
You want to try your best. You want to get those points.
Right. I want to see
both
Woodland
teams have their A game.
Exactly. But you know, if it comes to a point, they could definitely just keep the ball and try to run out these last 50 seconds.
We see a lot of great defense just now.
Yes.
Oh, and they're taking another break.
All right, 46 seconds left.
Woodland's still in the lead, 2 points. You know, what is Oxford going to do? We see they're in a close huddle. You could tell their coach is talking to them. He's giving them strategies.
Exactly. You know, and I'd love to, you know, listen to what he's saying and see if they apply it and if that helps them. You know, even with Woodland in the lead, we still see Coach Anderson giving them some words of wisdom and maybe some plays, even talking strategy.
Yes, I agree 100%. I noticed the coach, Oxford coach, Pereiro, he has been helping out the team a lot as a whole. You know, he's been going over the plays a lot.
Yes.
I haven't heard him shout too many tips though, like Anderson has been.
Exactly.
You know, so I wonder if that has anything to do with the players' performance or.
Right, and you know, even I know from personal experience when I used to play when I was younger, it's kind of stressful to have someone, you know, yelling stuff at you.
I think you
from
have
the
to know
side of the
player.
court. Like, exactly.
You have to know as a coach, does stress benefit the player or does stress scare the player?
Exactly.
Because me, I've always worked better off of stress. You know, that's
Right.
how I am. But
That's
some
a good
people,
point.
Some people they crumble.
Right. You know, even now they have some self-induced stress, even from the fact that this game is almost over. So
Of course, you see a lot more people like with their hands on each other now,
Right.
Because they're worried, and see like that. There's a lot of.
it's getting a
there's
lot more
hands on.
aggressive and a
Yes.
lot more fast-paced. both the
Taking
teams-
another break with only 39 seconds. I mean, they were only playing for 7, and
Right.
it's already a foul, or well, hands on.
All right. It looks like Woodland's gonna have this ball. Gasperi.
Passing it to Stapudis, who saved the ball.
And everyone is just
wasn't really
moving so
open.
fast right
Yeah.
now. And this is Oxford's chance to get those points and tie. But Woodland now has the ball.
Master Petro running down the court.
All right, 20 seconds left.
And it looks like Clifford is back with the ball again.
All right, and it looks like that was a foul on Master Petro.
Giving Master Petro another chance, and he has been making all of these foul shots. So,
Right.
oh, just misses that one.
You know, I have to wonder, is that something that is technique or stress at this point?
Yeah,
Because previously he got all of his.
every single one. Yeah.
Right. All right, and Oxford gets that point, making the two teams tie with 10 seconds left in this last quarter. So there is a very strong chance that we will go.
60 to 60.
Into overtime.
Can you believe this? I mean, we knew it was going to be like this close, but
I know, even
know
in
they
the
were gonna
first
be
quarter we
tied.
were discussing this. How
Yeah.
we were expecting them to be neck and neck the whole game.
I mean, I think if Woodland had stayed with it the second quarter,
Yeah.
they would have pulled through. But
I mean, so that
Oxford with
shot
another point
is putting Oxford in the lead now.
by 1 point. Woodland,
And you can
needs
see it
to
on
do
their
something
faces,
quick.
you know?
We see Anderson. He's pulling everyone in. He's like, come on, we gotta huddle. We gotta do something because they're now 1 point in the lead.
Right, and it shows just how quickly things can change.
I mean, can they catch up in 13 seconds? Hear everything kind of go quiet.
Yeah, this is definitely focus time for them.
I mean, this is stressful. I'm not even a player. Like, my heart's pounding as
I
they're
know.
running up and down the court.
I know at this point, you know, we started, you know, pretty early today, you know, at 11. So it means that it's been a pretty early morning for all of these players. And I know that some of them played in the freshman game and will even go on to play in the varsity game that's happening right after this. So, you know, by the end of the today, they're going to be really, really tired.
All right, we're back. 13 seconds to go.
All right, and every second counts. You know, we want to see Woodland make some points. You know, one basket will put them in the lead.
It's being able to get down the court.
All right. All right, and they're really going for it. Borkevich.
Borkevich made the 3-point shot.
And we hear everyone going crazy. And it looks like Woodland has just won our JV game against Oxford.
In the last 2 seconds, Borkevich has made the 3-point shot.
That was absolutely amazing. And, you know, we did see Oxford at the very end. I don't know if you caught it, but they did end up trying to throw the ball
They did.
from that side of the court into the basket as a last-ditch effort, but did not make it, meaning that Woodland did win today's game. So congratulations to them.
And we see the Oxford coach actually still talking to the refs. He looks a little angry, but
Which is completely understandable. You know, these kids are training so hard and putting in the hours of practice and stuff. We're out. Am I still out?
Keep going.
Okay.
Girls are awesome. Have you been doing every game today?
thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Molly Nichols, Liana Demirs, and Mia Sansone as your camera.
Yes, thank
Please
you
be
so
sure
much.
to continue following us on hhlsports.net.
And make sure to tune in for our next game after this. All right, have a nice day.